Hello friends, today we will be talking about the results of third house lord in the third. Here we will be talking about Aries ascendant, and as we have gone through the books, they write third house lord in the third is strong, fourth house lord fourth is strong, fifth house lord fifth is strong. But what is the meaning of strength? Can a person be physically strong, then will he be equally mentally strong? If a person is excelled in education, does he excel in the professional life also? If that is the case, then why people who are doing MBA, they seek for jobs, and they seek jobs to a state who is illiterate? You have examples. Let's see, Dhirubhai Ambani, not very much learned, but you see the professional life. You see people doing PhD, but what about their professional life? They are not as good as these multi-billionaires. Sometimes yes, and majority cases no. Now let us see. In this particular example, in this particular video, I will be explaining third house lord in the third in different years. So here, as the ascendant is Aries, we will be taking two examples. First example is in front of you, 8 July 1970, and place of birth is Delhi. The ascendant longitude is 1519 and third house longitude is 22 degree 57 minutes. Second example is 18 June 79, place of birth is same, Delhi. Ascendant degree is the same and Mercury degree is more or less the same. In both the cases, Mercury is in the same nakshatra and same sublord. So now reverting back to the first example, you see Mercury is in the nakshatra of Jupiter and Saturn. So Mercury here will give the result of 3 and 6, being the lord of 3, 6 placed in the third house. Jupiter is the lord of 9 and 12 placed in the 6th, and Saturn is the lord of the 10th and 11th placed in the ascendant. So what we find here, that Mercury, because it is signifying 6 and 12 houses and 1, it is not good for health. It is not very good for education, although it signifies 9 and 11, because 6, 12 houses are with 3, there is no inclination for education. Long travels are there. Mercury nullifies marriage. Professional life is struggleful because 6 to 12 houses are there, although 10, 11 is there. Now coming to Mercury, the second one, 18 June 1979, you find Mercury signifies same houses as in the previous example, and here Jupiter, lord of the 9 and 12, Jupiter is the 4th house. In the previous example it was 6th house and 9 and 12, and here Saturn is 5, 10 and 11. So here we find that education is excellent. Here we find that long travel is there, 3, 9, 12, but coming back to home is there. Here we find professional life is excellent. Here we find that the marriage is possible and love affairs are there and hidden love affairs is there. So this particular Mercury is strengthful, but it is not as good as for married life. See, 6, 10 houses are there. So marriage is not quite easy, although it is not denied, but it is excellent for other things. And here we find that Mercury is devastating. Simple thing to understand and simple way of prediction, you see. You just have to learn the houses significances. Just see these houses signified by the parent nakshatra and sublord and just give the answers. And if you know the combination of houses and the formulations of Nadi astrology, you are able to predict precisely. Just write to me if you have any problems. Just try to feel this system. If we see it is easy. If you go for the traditional one, you find that it is too lengthy. And if the thing is very lengthy, it doesn't mean it's precise. It is too lengthy that you are not able to reach to any conclusion. It is too easy here to reach to conclusion precisely. Just find the system. It is precise, to the point, accurate. Thank you very much.